Happy Liberation Day, everyone. I don't know about you, but I am so excited. We are so back. I am really optimistic about the future, and I have a lot of hope about what the next 4 years are about to bring. Now, there is obviously a lot of news to cover today, being Inauguration Day, but one of my favorite moments was actually immediately after Donald Trump was sworn in as president. So, Carrie Underwood was scheduled to sing God Bless America, but there was an apparent technical difficulty. There was supposed to be a musical track accompanying her, along with the chorus, but for whatever reason, the music wouldn't play. So here in the clip, you can actually see one of the producers come up to her, say something, probably explaining, hey, we can't get the sound system to work. And then Carrie Underwood just saying, hey, no worries, I can just sing it. Take a look at this.
If you know the words, help me out here. Oh, beautiful for spacious skies, for amber waves of grain, for purple mountain majesties above the fruited plain. God shed his grace on thee and crown thy good with brotherhood from sea to shining sea.
I don't know about you, but I just got goosebumps just hearing that. And the reason I absolutely love that moment is because I just love the symbolism, right? The technical malfunction. We're coming off of 4 years of a malfunctioned Joe Biden, Kamala Harris presidency. I mean, we all know Joe Biden wasn't there. Who was running the show? We're coming off of that, and then it's all about making it work. Coming together, just doing the job, getting it done, hitting the ground running, no matter what obstacles come your way, just taking what you can and making something beautiful out of it. So, I mean, not only was it just, if you love music, just a beautiful, spine-tingling moment, but even beyond that, just again, the symbolism and what a great way to start the day. But of course, it wasn't about Carrie Underwood. It was about Donald Trump, and he gave his speech, which I thought was an excellent speech. One of my favorite things was that not only was he laying out his vision for the future, not only was he explaining what he's going to do over the next 4 years, but in order to enact change, in order to make America great again, you also have to identify the problems. And then what I love is you have the Clintons there, the Bushes there, Obama there, Biden there, Kamala Harris there. And what Donald Trump did was indict the system, indict the establishment to their faces. You can't make this stuff up. Scott Jennings on CNN had an absolutely brilliant take on all of it.
I thought this was an incredible speech, honestly. And truly watching Donald Trump indict these gangsters to their faces while they had to sit right in front of him in that intimate setting in the rotunda for Republicans was remarkable. They had to sit there and take it just minutes after Biden, who we're looking at here, pardoned his entire family. I mean, it was glorious. By the way, I love the rotunda setting. I thought it was regal. I thought it was awesome. And listening to him talk about how he's going to exercise his power today reminded me that he is absolutely ascendant. He is at the apex of his political power right now. And, you know, the promise of a new presidency is enormous. You get this power and you have influence, and the mandate is to change people's lives for the better and to restore American prestige. And he began to explain how he was going to do that immediately. The mandate's simple. It's economic relief. It's fix the immigration crisis, steer the country away from the cultural left, and restore American prestige. The speech hit several notes on that front. And I agree with Caitlin. Today, Republicans feel vindicated. And Trump is back to fix the country.
Not only do people feel vindicated, but it is almost providential how all of this came about, right? A lot of people have very strong opinions, very strong feelings about what happened in the 2020 election. And, you know, to me, it almost seems like it's better this way, that Trump is coming back and serving 2 non-consecutive terms. Not only does he have a better grasp on Washington, D.C., but he now has more unity, not only in the Republican Party, but within the country as a whole. You really have the compare and contrast with the Biden administration. Yeah, it's a shame that we've had to go through the last 4 years. But at the same time, Trump being at the apex of his political power and having the political capital he has now, I don't think that would have been possible unless the last 4 years had been what they were. And here we are, the start of a new golden age. You know, it hasn't even been 24 hours yet, and action is already being taken. So already this morning in Texas, El Paso Port of Entry, CBP, one immigration app reportedly shut down after Trump inauguration. This has already, I believe that happened like pretty much as the inauguration was going on. Like, I was watching TV, which obviously I have to my left, and I was going through the headlines, and that came up as Trump was speaking. And then KFOX 14 News, a Fox News affiliate based down in El Paso, they actually were there with cameras taking a look, and the border, at least in that port of entry, is secure once again.
Beyond this point will result in the arrest, prosecution, and possible application of force.
And then, yeah, you're about to hear it again in Spanish, but that's how easy it was. I mean, just a strike of the pen, just Trump letting them know, letting federal employees know and agencies know that, hey, it's back to business, no more games, no more messing around. We're going to protect the country. That's all it took. Joe Biden made it seem like it was this tough thing to secure the border, as if he couldn't do it. Yet, here we are, not even 24 hours into Trump's second term, and as you see there, at least that port of entry secure, and we're going to see deportation raids beginning tomorrow, and a lot more is coming down soon. Trump, as I'm making this video, he is actually in the Capital One Arena right now, and he's about to sign executive orders in front of about 20,000 people. More on that later on. So if you went to the White House website today, you will notice that they have completely refreshed it. It is a beautiful thing to behold. Not only is this a modern website design, which quite frankly was overdue as someone who loves technology and works in digital marketing, but it just shows you how quickly they're working. If they can get something this simple right immediately, have it ready to go, it tells you that this really is a well-oiled machine. I know it seems like a small thing. Oh, Daniel, it's just the website. But if they are paying attention to details that small and have it ready to go on minute 1 of day 1, what else are they cooking under the hood? Again, that is part of why I am so excited. Now, during the inauguration, a lot of people come to Washington, D.C., right? Press, dignitaries, tourists from all over the country, all over the world, really. Well, one of the things that is different is that you can actually walk around safely in Washington, D.C. So take a look at this. This is Tucker Carlson. He's walking around without any personal security. This is just amazing. Would have never thought I'd see this.
What's the church from Charlie this morning? Hey, good morning. Our country's back, sir. Man, I love it. Happy inaugural. You're a hero.
Just, you can hear how people are greeting him. Everyone is so kind. By the way, someone on X revealed that that is the exact same spot 8 years ago where Antifa and BLM was protesting, where they were breaking through windows, vandalizing storefronts. So again, very different from 8 years ago. The fact that Tucker Carlson, someone as high profile as he is, can walk around in a deep blue city without any personal security. He doesn't have to worry about his physical safety, and he's being hailed and greeted as a hero. And again, who had that on their bingo cards? Just absolutely brilliant. So as I referenced earlier, I do have the Capital One Arena inaugural parade on TV. They had to move it on inside because of the cold, and right now the parade is ongoing. But one of the coolest things about this is they actually brought a desk onto the stage. So Trump is going to be signing I believe it's like 200 executive orders, somewhere like that. I may have got my wires crossed somewhere, but I believe that's the figure. And it's I mean, I think this is the first time that executive orders, someone correct me if I'm wrong down in the comments, please. But I believe this is the first time executive orders have been ever signed in front of a public crowd, or at least a crowd this large. And what I love about that is I think it signifies that Trump 2.0, similar to Trump 1.0, is going to be all about transparency. He's a man of the people, a man of his word, and he's keeping his promises and doing that in a very public way. He's not hiding behind some closed doors. Now, obviously, the media has been trying to divide Trump from his supporters. They've been trying to divide Trump from Elon Musk, but it's not working. Trump really is a real-life Mr. Smith Goes to Washington, and this action proves it. Here is Fox News' Bill Melugin with more information on these executive actions.
Bill, good morning to you as well. The crowd's starting to fill in here at Capital One Arena, where we expect upwards of 20,000 people to be on hand here later today when President Trump arrives. And I'm told by a Trump administration official that when Trump gets here, he will be signing a handful of executive orders at this arena in front of this crowd. Take a look. Right over my shoulder here, you'll see they got a little desk set up for him on stage here to sign those orders. You can imagine how crazy this crowd is going to go when he makes some of those announcements. What's he going to talk about? I'm told by Trump administration officials 10 of his executive orders today will be border related, one of which very significant. He's going to announce a federal deployment of U.S. troops to the southern border under U.S. Northern Command. As for what we're expecting today, President Trump won't get here until later this afternoon. There is a massive line of people waiting to get in here. It snakes as far as the eye can see down multiple city blocks.
So the inaugural parade is actually happening right now, and then Trump is going to sign those orders immediately after that. So I'll probably make a video later tonight talking about some of those orders that he signs. Now, obviously, it's been a great day for Trump. It's been a great day for the American people. But, you know, whenever there's a great day, the media is going to have to rain on the parade. And over at CBS, they were complaining that Trump's inauguration crowd was too white. Let's take a look at this clip, then we'll revisit afterwards.
You guys, I have to say, I'm looking at this crowd. I do not see many people of color. Has anybody else besides me observed that? I'm fascinated by why that is.
On Martin Luther King Jr. Day, the most notable and one of the most high-ranking is Justice Ketanji Brown Jackson, first black woman to serve on the U.S. Supreme Court, notably appointed by Joe Biden as he wanted to follow in the footsteps of Jimmy Carter and appointing a number of women and black women to the federal judgeships.
General Brown, Chairman.
I'm going to have to stop right there, or else my blood pressure. It's not good for my heart, not good for my health. I'm going to have to stop. But hello, CBS News. They moved the inauguration indoors for the cold and for security reasons, more than likely. So what does that mean? That means that that event right there, the inauguration, was not open to the public. It was mostly sitting lawmakers, foreign dignitaries, foreign heads of state, and then Trump's cabinet nominees, soon-to-be cabinet officials. If you have a problem with how that looks, then you have a problem with what our Congress looks like. And by the way, they were invited. AOC is famously on record saying that she wasn't going to attend because she was invited to attend, but she said she didn't want to go because she didn't want to celebrate rapists. Newsflash, AOC, ABC News had to settle with Donald Trump because they repeated that lie, so you better watch yourself. But yeah, AOC and many other Democrats chose not to attend. That is on them, not on Donald Trump. It's not Donald Trump's fault that the Democrat Party is filled with crybabies who can't acknowledge that their side lost, and now they're choosing to sit out and not participate in the democratic process. Give me a break. The rest of America is celebrating. The rest of America is excited and optimistic. I showed you the numbers, showing like that the vast majority of Gen Z, just off the top of my head, I think it's like 61% are optimistic about the future. And then when it comes to baby boomers, they were the lowest, but I think it was still over 50, like 51%. Yeah, the media is just trying to rain on the parade. They're just upset that they didn't get their way. They're upset that they now know and have been exposed for not having any actual power. Well, I want to show you one final clip because for all the talk that CBS had about Trump's inauguration being too white, Trump does have a very diverse coalition, and many people from many different backgrounds did come to Washington, D.C. to celebrate today, Inauguration Day, or as Trump called it, Liberation Day.
If they have a problem with Trump, I have a problem with them. Because you know what? If it wasn't for this man standing up for our rights and our everything, we would be in a crazy, crazy situation. Thank God that God put Trump in office, and I am so honored and happy to be here. And that, I tell you, my name is Big Joe, and I am proud to be an American, a black American, and I am happy. Make America great again.
Big Joe, love to see it. Well, as many of you have probably noticed, the channel has finally crossed 100,000 subscribers, which is still mind-blowing to me, still pinching myself. I can't believe it's real. And by the way, happened today on Inauguration Day. So it is definitely something I will remember. That will make it a very easy anniversary date to remember. Just very excited. So I will be doing the pet reveal as well as the raffle on Wednesday. So tomorrow I will be finalizing all the entries, and I'll have more information on that in tomorrow's videos. But that's when the video will be. So for those of you who have been expecting it and looking forward to it, it's coming. It'll be the first video I release on Wednesday. As always, all of this is just my analysis and commentary. This is what's going on in the world of politics from my point of view, and I would love to hear from you. So, what has been your favorite part of today so far? Was it Trump's speech? Was it Carrie Underwood? Is it, maybe you're watching this later and maybe Trump has finished signing the executive orders. Is it that? Is it watching the liberals melt down, watching the media melt down? Like, what are you enjoying the most about today? Or maybe it's just hope about the future. All of the above. Let me know what you are celebrating, thankful, and grateful for today. If you haven't already, please be sure to give me a thumbs up. I know it's a simple thing to ask for, but it really does help me reach more viewers like you in the algorithm. Be sure to smash that subscribe button and to check out one of these videos.